Safety video number 2. Let's go. How do you wash a pan? So in commercial kitchens they have these things called 4-compartment sinks, but we are not a commercial kitchen, we have a 1-compartment sink. So to improvise, here are 3 compartments. So 4 compartments, these are only 3, but the 4th is just for washing hands and whatnot, so that part's not as important. So how do you wash this here pan in a 4-compartment sink? The first compartment is full of hot water. You let it sit there for a good, at least a minute to get some of the residue off of there. Step 2, water, you rinse it in there. It's great, hot water. Actually, there's aquarium heaters in there, so it is hot water. Funny how that works. And then the last compartment, this is where the actual cleaning goes on. This is where you sanitize your pans, your pots, whatever. Symbolized by toilet bowl cleaner. Toilet bowl cleaner contains bleach, and so does sanitization water. It is a low concentration of bleach because it is one of the few chemicals that are safe to use in kitchens. How about that? So that's how sinks work. How about automatic dishwashers? How do those work? Pretty sure that commercial ones are different than, home ones like this one right here. But this is what we have. So basically with this, you just organize the dishes in the racks, you put it in there for a designated amount of time, and it gets clean. Ain't that dandy? What chemicals do automatic dishwashers use? They use dishwasher detergent. Comes in packs, at least for us. What does dishwasher detergent contain? It smells like lemonade, but that's not it. It does not contain phosphate or chlorine, but it does contain a lot of sodium, such as sodium carbonate, non-ionic surfactant, sodium percarbonate, sodium silicate, and enzymes. Do you know what an enzyme is? Next, how do you practice general safety and cleanliness in the kitchen? Most important thing you can do in the kitchen is wash your hands. 15 seconds. That's what that 4th compartment's for. Under the water, get it all wet, put the soap on there, lather for 15 seconds, at the very least 20 seconds if you're feeling generous. Rinse it off, dry a paper towel. It's great. That's how you clean your hands. Awesome. Don't come to work when you're sick as well. That also helps. What else can you do? Food handling techniques. This is a food thermometer. It's important to use it. Everyone needs to know how to use one of these. How do you use one? Here's the probe. Here's food. You stab it right in the juicy center. Like that. And oh wow. This egg is 70 degrees, give or take. That is not in the edible range. That is in the danger zone. The danger zone is anything between 41 and 135 degrees Fahrenheit. Anything in that will grow bacteria, and no one likes bacteria. Especially eggs, since they're full of proteins. Bacteria needs proteins to grow. Fun fact. Not fun when you get food poisoning. Anyways. But the thing is, when you're thawing or warming meats, they have to go through the danger zone. So how do you navigate the danger zone safely? Let's start with thawing stuff. So we got a piece of meat. Piece of meat, lemon. How do we thaw a lemon? The first step, it's a small piece of meat. So you can just leave it at room temperature for less than 2 hours. If you leave it out for greater than 2 hours, it's automatically edible. Right when it reaches 2-hour mark, boom, bacteria and moldy, it's gross, don't eat it. Another method, you get a container. hopefully something a bit more watertight than this. But you get a container, you put it in the sink, lemon in the container, meat in the container, water, and leave it to sit in the water for 30 minutes, and then you change the water. This will bring it to room temperature in a safe manner. But there's another way to do it. Another way, you take a piece of meat, throw it in the microwave, and do the thawing setting. And yeah, you use it directly after you want that. That's what all the fancy 5-star restaurants do, actually. And once it's thawed, throw that baby in the oven. It's good to go. But you also need to, what is it? You need to heat things. No? You need to freeze things. Give me a second. Cut. Internal. Yeah. Internal cooking temperatures. So, meet me. How do you take an internal cooking temperature? Let's say this thing is frying on the stove. It's frying. You take your thermometer, you stab it right in the juicy center, and you'll find, oh wow, it's at 150, and you know that lemons, they're only edible once they reach 160 degrees Fahrenheit internal temperature. So you gotta keep cooking it, and that's how you take an internal temperature. You just stab it in the center. Make sure it's evenly cooked. Alright, this is about where the video cut out, so we'll cover a bit more, but then we're good. In the kitchen, you need to wear closed-toe shoes. You need to wear your kitchen's uniform, which is usually like a fancy white shirt or something. It seems ironic that you'd wear a white shirt in a kitchen where there's like mustard and stuff going around. But that's just how it is. You can't wear your normal clothes under that. You have to wear your sanitary clothes. And then you want to wear an apron like this here apron I borrowed from my mom. And gloves. I lost the last glove. It went missing when the video went missing. But you're going to want to wear disposable gloves and swap them out whenever you're swapping between jobs. And if you have long hair, like my beautiful mane of hair, you want to tie it up in a hair net. This isn't a hair net, this is a hair tie. But at least with a hair tie, you can put it in a ponytail. So there's that. And keep your nails clean and all of that. And keep your hair clean. Keep yourself clean. People want kitchen workers to be sanitary. And that's about it. Take it away, Nathan, from 3 days ago. Camera died halfway through. It might have been, you might have lost all that stuff we recorded. That'd be tragic. So the food handler's permit in Washington State is stupid easy to get. You look it up on Google. You go to the Washington State website, they tell you how to get it. There's two ways to go in person to get it, or go online. I went online. It took me an hour. You're gonna need to censor a lot of this, Mr. Cameraman. But yes, I got a food handler's permit, good for 2 years. I can work in the kitchen now. And it took me an hour. It might be too easy to get, but you know. Alright, you're gonna need to censor that part out. And probably my name too. Just censor most of that, alright?
It doesn't matter, because if I zoom in, then it's blurry, super blurry.
Alright, good. Make sure no one can read it. As my personal details on it. I don't like that. And with that, that's the end of another YouTube video. I'm a YouTuber now. That's pretty cool. See you, Mr. Covey and Grandma. I'm told you watched this too. Cut.